good. I'm Todd Grisham. Ebony the Blonde Bomber Bridges, fighting from down under. In New South Wales, Australia, she won the IBF Bantamweight title in March of 2022. Katie Taylor, perhaps the greatest athlete Ireland has ever produced.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, fighting out of New South Wales, Australia, a women's Australian super bantamweight champion, Ebony, the Blonde Bomber Bridges. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bray, Ireland, she became the 8th boxer in history to hold all 4 world titles, a 2-division world champion, and an undisputed women's lightweight champion of the world, Katie Taylor.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Off-the-charts action from both of these fighters. Do you believe what we are seeing? Only catching air with that hook. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Look at that left uppercut. She's scoring with that left uppercut. Shot, a perfectly timed left uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Wicked round. I like what I'm seeing.
Get back out there. Focus. We've got a minute. Just breathe. Focus again.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good job. Just stay focused. You're thinking, you're smart.
And there's the bell for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train, this is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
She catches and counters. Right hook just missed. And they figure out the combination to this save.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight, will get knocked out. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
See you switching off focus, centre.
Wicked work. I love that. I love that. That jab slick.
Again, once you're back out there, get your boxing back on. As soon as you start doing your thing.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Don't let her get back in.
And there's the bell for round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counters. Punch, counter punch. Big whiff with the right hook. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. Nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And they block the right uppercut. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Beautiful counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Bridges in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
She's flustered.
Okay, I get it. Now we're switching.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Nice counter shot. counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. Lucky that hook didn't score. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with the hook. Say no mas. Nice counter shot. She wasn't ready for that counter. Nice job blocking the hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about bridges in that last round. Well, the corner can't be happy with the way things are going for her right now.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
Back into the fray here in round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good defense to block the hook. A perfect counter shot. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How would you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire with fight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Her stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about bridges in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight.
Okay, now you're switching.
This is the beginning of round 6. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
That right uppercut misses. Power is obviously the great equalizer. Did you see that? The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. It's somehow, whoa, wait a minute. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
It's been a tough round so far.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked out? Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Incredible work rate. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Just keep her on the end of the jab.
Okay, you're switching off now. I can see you switching off. Right, you've got this. But
Nice round. Good round. I like that.
we've done so much better before. Just forget that round. That's in the past. You've already...
Great round. Wicked round. I like what I'm seeing. You did a good job there. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots.
Boxer. You're better than this. I've seen so much more from you.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work.
If you box...
Here comes round 7. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
How about that time counter shot? They better start respecting each other's punching power. Beautiful counter punch. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? Hold her right there. Ebony Bridges on her back foot. A much better game plan here.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Can't land the jab there. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bridges in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Back on. Get focused.
Nice round. Great round. That was amazing. Okay, all we need to do now is refocus.
Okay, now you let her back into the fight that round. That's her round.
Shot one at a time. We need to set her up. So just keep her moving, get her weight.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. I need you to go back out there, and I need you to win this round.
Pushing, you're on the offensive now. Just got to keep doing this.
Okay, focus. Look, big breath. Big, deep breath.
Round 8, and we're off again. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Nobody home with that hook. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Some fighters, they think, you know what? My chin's so hard it's like granite. She thinks her chin is...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And Ebony Bridges is rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. Whoa, Johnny, the greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. And now they're right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake.